Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're here to talk about EV trucks. Are they over? Are they done? Are they finished? Yes indeed, the truck market is done. That's right, EV trucks are over. If you don't have one, you're not gonna get one. It's as simple as that. Well, if you believe that, then you're not gonna get one. But I will show you right there on the computer screen that you can actually get an F-150 Lightning, Silverado, Rivian if you really want something small and terrible, Cyberflop, $152,000 in Canada. If you were to buy one of those, you have to have a screw loose. One, you're supporting a Nazi, simple Nazi. Two, wait a year. That's right, I tell all my people out there that want to buy a Tesla, wait a year. Prices will come down. Need to teach the guy a lesson. I mean, what's happening is just terrible. Just terrible. And the fact that you don't care going to buy a Tesla right now, today, 2025, if you're going to go buy one, means you don't care. You don't care about being Canadian, you don't care about Canada, and you don't care about the world. You just don't care. Now, if you bought one in the past, I get it. You're a fanboy. I totally get it. I don't blame you for that. But if you're buying a Tesla right now today, and filming of this video until the end of 2025, you don't care. Comment down below if you think I'm wrong. So here we are to talk about EV trucks. Are they dead? Are they gone? Are they finished? Vamooshed? Out of here? No, I don't think they are. There's a couple things that are going to happen though here in the next little while. Let me tell you, it's going to be very difficult. So anyone out there that wants to go buy something right now at the posting of this video in April of 2025, and there is an F-150 Lightning Flash, dual motor, longest range. There is a Silverado 2WT, longest range. There's a Rivian longest range. Sure, why not? They're way more money, but in Canada, they're $125,000 in Canada, compared to a Lightning Flash at $80,000. So I don't know why you get the Rivian. The Lightnings are way better than the Rivians. I know people like the Rivians. They just don't go far enough. Even the Lightnings don't go far enough. There's only one electric truck. Ding, 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 hit the notification bell. The Silverado. The longest range Silverado 2WT work truck, which I got to go test drive, but the salesman wouldn't let me do any videos. So which EV truck is going to make it? Are any of them going to make it? Are they all going to be gone because, oh, they can't make any money making EV trucks? Well, let me tell you, you can make a ton of money making EV trucks, Silverados and Lightnings, and anyone else that wants to make one properly. And I just want to let you say right up front, because these people out there give Ford a hard time for, oh, they didn't do it from scratch like General Motors did. Why would you? You've already got the best-selling truck in North America for what, 50 years? And you're gonna make it different? Dumb. Waste of money. The F-150 Lightning is designed perfectly and should not be changed. The only thing that should be changed is its range should be getting better, and it's not. Maybe they don't know how to do it. I know how to do it, but they don't know how to do it. So, whatever. Doesn't matter. I keep applying for the job. They keep not hiring me. Silverado, they got the range. And they got the charging, the 350 kilowatt hour charging and the range. And, you know, ugly truck, but they have it. So taking everything into account, why is the EV truck market dead? Why are all the videos negative? Why is the media gone crazy about how negative they are? And this, every media, not just the mainstream media, just anybody doing anything is pretty negative about EVs. EVs as a whole are pretty negative. Well, I can tell you why. They're really expensive. They didn't come out cheaper and then get expensive and get more expensive. They came out really, very expensive. And with increased production, they should have come down in price. As I pointed out before, lithium used to be $600,000 a ton. It is now $75,000 a ton. And with all this craziness going on by Moron Pumpkinhead down in the United States, lithium will go down even further in price. And I don't even know if the car industry is even going to be around by the end of the year. 25% tariffs, plus all the China tariffs at 145%. Truck manufacturing's over. Okay, I can do a video on that maybe one day. It's over. Just psh, that's it. It's over. Only 22% of all the car buyers will be able to afford to buy anything that's going to be made at those prices. So 80% reduction. Thank you. Have a nice day. So EV trucks are not dead. And I want to point out, this is the big part right in the middle here, where you're going to get a bunch of spikes. What's the one thing that EV trucks are terrible at? Towing. What's the one thing that everyone talks about in the media and they cannot talk about anything else? Towing. How many people tow with their truck a long distance? 3%. 3% of the truck market tows an RV a long distance. And a long distance is more than 250 kilometers in one way. Okay? But if you're going to buy an EV truck and you're only going to tow 100 kilometers, a big RV on the back of your truck, don't buy it. Don't buy a Lightning. Please. Do not buy a Lightning. Do not buy a Rivian. Don't buy a Silverado. Well, maybe the longest range Silverado might work for you if it's 100 kilometers. Do not buy an electric vehicle to tow. They are not made for towing. Everybody knows this. If you took math and you know how to add 2 + 2 is 4, you know you don't buy an electric vehicle to tow. They are better than any other kind of truck for everything else. You can take an EcoBoost F-150, you can take a Silverado, you can take a GMC Scenario Denali, you can take a Ram 3500, you can take a Ram 1500 with the 5.7 liter Hemi. Oh yeah, the 5.6. Oh, I had one of those for 20 years. I converted to the Lightning. So simple as that, converted. But when it comes to trucks and doing truck stuff, the Lightning and the Silverado EV, boom, number one. The only thing they don't do is tow a heavy item over a long distance. And if you want that, even you're the 3 people out of 100 that would want to do that, go get an HD, a heavy duty, a F350, a 3500 Ram. I think that's all of them. I'm sure there's some others out there. Go get one of those. That's what you tow something heavy over a long distance with. You don't buy an EV for that, so please stop complaining. 2, DC fast charging. Doesn't exist where I live, for the most part, and except for maybe 3 months of the year, I never use it. My round trip on a weekly basis, I have to do this every week, is 425 kilometers. I have to do this every week. I have to make this trip every week until I retire. I don't plug in, ever. DC fast charging doesn't really exist. It sucks. It's not happening. The machines are not reliable. Flo put in a wonderful 100 kilowatt hour charger machine in Olds. It never runs 100. It did the first time I used it, and that's it. It's never done it since. So either there's a problem in the area, I don't know what's going on, but I never get over 60. And honestly, 60 kilowatt hours for charging sucks. That's why people complain and whine and, oh, I'm not going to get an EV. But you know what? I just charge at home. I just come home, I plug it in, it's charged in the morning. And oh, by the way, at this time of year, posting another video, until about December, I only plug in once a week. Okay? Maybe twice. And I have solar panels charge my truck. So it costs me nothing. So EV trucks are not dead, but they are expensive. And I just wanted to point out, just real quickly here before I show you the prices, is these trucks should be about $60,000, okay? Maybe $63,000. Got to remember, the average person can only really afford a $40,000 to $42,000 vehicle. 0% financing would get you to $52,000 on a vehicle. So you could afford $52,000 if it was 0% financing for 5 years. which you shouldn't do. You should only do 4, but let's just use 5 years. That gets you to 52, and then after that, the average person cannot afford to buy one of these. Now, you got your gas savings, and maybe you want to push this, you got a trade-in. So you can afford $52,000, but you got a trade-in, and maybe that trade-in is $10,000. Average trade-in is only $10,000. That gets you to $62,000 for the vehicle. Now, you got GST on top of that. So this argument I'm making doesn't work. My GST is only 5%, so that would be $3,100. Now I'm $65,100 for the vehicle. Oh, I'm really getting up there. And then 3M, $1,800, and tonneau cover, $1,800. Another $3,600. I am now $68,000. Actually, $69,000. I have just tipped over the affordability. $69,000 is out. So the average person cannot buy an electric vehicle because when you take everything into account, it's too expensive. Oh, they try to make short-range trucks. Who would buy one? I get asked all the time. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. So until Ford can figure out, I already know how to do it, but they won't listen to me. GM, all the rest of them can figure out how to make these trucks at where they need to get the distance, 180 kilowatt battery pack, 650 kilometers on a charge, and really get the 650 kilometers, not just EPA. Actually get it on a day like today. 0 degrees, windy. Give me my 650 kilometers. Nobody does it. Thank you. So there you go. EV trucks are not dead, but let's just take a look at pricing. It's 2025. I personally believe if all the tariffs stay in place that we currently have, you will not, absolutely not, be able to buy an EV truck or any truck for that matter for these prices. Like, you just will not. They will go through the roof. But no one will be able to afford to buy them, so they'll just sit there. Stagflation. Anyways, let's take a quick look at the computer and see what we got. So there you go. 2025 F-150 Lightning Flash, $80,810. With GST is the only thing you're paying on top of that. So that is the same price of what I paid 3 years ago. Silverado, and here's the Silverado page. Here is a Silverado right here. How much is it? Look right there. How much? $79,995. Now this is a 1WT. These two trucks here are 1WTs. They're the only ones I could really find. There was another site that had a 2WT. Longest range, which I knew was there, they're about $9,000 more. So these are the short range trucks. And do not buy the short range trucks. So there you go. EV trucks are not dead. And in 10 years from now, they will dominate the market. The only thing that will be out there that won't be an electric truck will be things you tow with. Fifth wheel towing, trailer towing, transport towing, 2035, everything else will be electric. Everything else will be electric when you go to the lot. If you don't think it's going to happen, you got your head in the sand. It's going to happen. It's just like these right here. See these smartphones? I know people right now, today, that still use a dumb phone and are doing everything in their power to keep it, even though nobody wants one. This came in, was the future. Everyone said it'll never go, and here we are today. 99.999% of the market is a smartphone. Simple as that. You can't stop it. Government cannot stop innovation. Cannot, because the people will want it. There you go. EV trucks are not dead, so get on out there, work yourself a deal if you want one, and have yourself a wonderful weekend. I know it's going to snow. I'm filming this video today. You saw the beginning where the truck opened? It's going to snow tomorrow. Post into the video. It's going to be snowing out. Craziness. But have yourself a wonderful time. Enter my pepper growing contest. It's in the comments below. And I'll see you in the future.